I started it last week.
What's going on, everyone? John and Audrey here, back again with episode 62 of the Real Talk podcast. Audrey is getting up there. 62.
Dude, imagine when we reach 100.
We need to do something special. Like, we need to get drunk.
Or we should, or we'll pop champagne. Or at least we can do like a little special intro.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know.
We need to get stuff from our subscribers too. I feel like that would be appropriate.
Like gifts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be
100
nice.
podcasts, Audrey? That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. That's like 100 days of our lives.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And I know we did like a 51.2 or something. I remember? No, 59 point like and a half or something. So that was like technically we're at 63 kind of. Not really though.
Yeah. And that's not including all the other ones we've done. Like before we started doing it this way.
Yeah.
So
but think about it this way. Next year in February is going to be 4 years, I think.
That's insane. That's insane to me, honestly, because it doesn't feel like 4 years. It feels like shorter. Like it doesn't really feel like we've been doing it that long.
Yeah.
Especially because we had like little bits and breaks here and there. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's nuts. 4 whole years. You guys have seen us grow up.
Since we were wee little lads.
Yeah.
Before COVID.
I always see that one video pop up on my feed. The one that has like almost 70,000 views. The one about the
where I'm like this?
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, you look so like young. Like you look really, really young.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy. And it wasn't even that long ago. But
I know. I have a beard now. I feel, man.
It's this pandemic. It's driving everyone crazy.
It feels like we literally went from like 2020 and now it's going to be 2024 or something.
I know.
Instead of 2021.
We just need to skip everything. But anyways, I wanted to briefly mention I caught your haul. I watched your November haul. That was really cool. You got some really good pickups.
Yeah, I feel bad because I wasted a lot of money. But at the same time, it was like from like October, November, and like Black Friday. So it's like, okay, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
And I didn't even enter the one for the Grinch. I like logged off
you
and then I was like,
you have to comment. There's two other people right now.
I thought I was special because I was like, okay, he can just give it to me because I'm his co-host.
But yeah, then it'll be unfair though.
Like, well, I mean, you can give them the other ones. I think the only one I really care about is the Grinch, and
they're not asking for those.
Because the one that I think I'm gonna go buy is the Charlie Brown Christmas one. I think I'm gonna go buy that one for sure. But I might as well just buy the Grinch just to have it. So, but I do like the idea of having the digital download code as well. But
we'll see, Audrey. We'll see.
Whatever.
And Jordan's here from Room 666 Network. It's been 2020 for 20 years. It feels like it, man.
That's what it feels like. It just keeps getting nuttier and nuttier. Like every time I go on the news or like on Facebook to check out like these articles, some weird stuff is just like happening, and it's like I don't understand.
Scientists trying to like open like new dimensions and all that stuff. It's weird. Like weird stuff's happening.
It's literally been feeling like we're in a simulation recently. Like I do feel like that. I'm like, this feels
That's my life. I feel like the Truman Show.
Like. That's what it feels like though. Like recently it has. Like if you pay attention, you're just kind of like, okay, this is too much. This is too weird, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Have you seen those monoliths that are popping up? Or
yeah, dude. One popped up here where I live. And
for real?
Yeah. And the people here, obviously we can't have anything nice, and they destroyed it, and they like put like stickers on it and everything, and I'm like, oh, you guys are idiots.
No one tagged on it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, I freaking hate it here. I hate it here. I want to leave. Hi, Rob. Rob's in the house. Rob?
Thanks for joining me yesterday.
I agree with that.
delivered that news for Rob yesterday because he was trying to go to Video P, but it's closed right now because of the whole COVID thing. And then I think some workers from Rhino as well like tested positive, so like they just, they're the same company, I guess, so they just want to be safe,
Do you think Video P will survive this?
Ah man, I hope it does because it's like one of the last places like we can go for like physical media, like old fashioned. We can rent there. There's books there now.
Oh
There's like
wow.
posters. They're like really trying. And yeah, I feel bad.
I think if anything, you guys can probably start a petition and be like, we want to save Rhino and Video P. I really don't think that Claremont would let them go down because Claremont is a very like artistic. It's like a very artist friendly neighborhood. So
Yeah,
I think they'd be like, no, we're gonna make sure that they survive. Plus, it's a very well off neighborhood, so they can make
yeah.
stuff happen.
Claremont is bougie.
Yeah.
AF.
I love Claremont though. If when I lived in Cali, I always said I would want to live either in Claremont or Upland.
Rancho.
No, like the newer Upland. I like the newer
Yeah,
area of Upland. That was nice too. But yeah,
yeah, yeah. I like Rancho. I lived in Rancho for like 2 years, and maybe it was because of the house that I lived in, but it was pretty cool.
yeah. The
Nice
neighborhoods are
neighborhood,
really pretty.
like quiet. There's not like during the 4th of July, you're for sure like there are fireworks instead of like fuck are those gunshots or
You
like
don't know.
fireworks.
You're like,
Over here, we don't know. Should look outside or like duck and cover.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get you. Kind of like Ontario. Well, luckily where I lived in Ontario, it was a nice area of Ontario. It wasn't like, because I think it was on 4th Street is where it got kind of sketch.
Right where I live.
Oh yeah, you do live right
I
on
live on
4th.
4th Street.
That's street. That's true. My bad. I'm sorry. But no, it's because Cali's like that though. Like you could be like in a nice neighborhood and then you turn like one corner and you're like, what the heck? Like what happened? So,
Yeah.
but I mean, I liked where I lived too. It was a nice area. We had everything close by. I had Target close by and Ralph's. Yeah, you see, Rob knows what I'm talking about. 4th Street. Yep.
He said 4th.
Yeah.
Rancho tries to be the Beverly Hills of the IE. Yeah.
I mean, be prepared to just shop on Amazon. Unfortunately.
Yeah. That's literally all the Christmas gifts I've gotten so far were from Amazon.
I'm trying my best this year not to shop on Amazon. There is just one gift that I think I am gonna have to get on Amazon just because I can't really find that anywhere else.
Yeah.
Well, I can, but the price is just day and night. So that's why I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna have to get it from Amazon. But I really, really tried my best not to go on Amazon anymore. But sometimes it's hard, dude, because like me, that I like shopping for like books and stuff. You go to like a bookshop and they sell it to you for the cover price, which is like $22, and you go on Amazon and it's like $12. So you're like, ooh.
Damn. Yeah.
We're just like, oh. So they make it really hard. But I know I want to definitely support more businesses than
And
Amazon.
you know what? I wanted to do something like that too. Like a lot of things that I find on Amazon, I'll search OfferUp to like help out local people too. But they'd be so stingy and stubborn. They're like, nah, like, we don't want to match the price. Like the Charlie Brown 4K thing, there's been some people that had it selling it for like $50. I'm like, hey, like it's $20 on Best Buy. I'll give you 25,
Yeah.
And they're like, no, sorry.
What the? You're like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you out instead of like Best Buy, like.
You're just like, damn, come on, help me
out.
$50,
here. Come on, like for Snoopy in 4K.
Yeah, no, yeah, I completely get that. There's some people that want to like sell you this like particular thing for a lot more than you can get it at the store.
Yeah,
but yeah,
gunshots are like birds chirping. Actually, Jordan's been to my house. We did one of the episodes of what's it called, where I interviewed people. I did it for a while.
Wasn't it the Real Talk podcast?
Oh yeah, like,
you just had to guess.
Real talk with real. I don't know, something like that.
I believe, I'm not sure. He's the one with the Criterion podcast, Criterion right?
Cult. Yes,
which I think is really dope. I think that's pretty cool. That's another thing. Amazon always has better prices and selections. Yeah, so it's kind of tough, but I that's why I try and hit up like used bookstores because they always have way better prices, obviously. So yeah, but Barnes and Noble is ridiculous, man. Like they want to sell me books for like $30, and I'm like, I don't think so.
It's all
Um,
good in the hood. And then he said we have to support our brick and mortar stores. Yeah.
and restaurants. Like this morning, Ben went to McDonald's to get his breakfast, and apparently the lady was like, "Oh, we don't have eggs anymore." But then apparently they do
What?
because my sausage McMuffin had egg in it. So I don't know. I don't know what was
What
up
the
with that. But
heck?
I know McDonald's did cancel their all day breakfast. Like it's not all day anymore,
Yeah. I
which was a
found out the hard
bummer.
way. Yeah, I found out the hard way. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get my McMuffin, go home, do this. Nope. And I was like, what? No. There was this one time they didn't have hash browns, and I was livid. Like, I
You
was
were
like,
like,
how dare you? Like, I woke up early. I got there just in time. Like, I got it almost into a car accident just to get there before 10:30, and you don't have any fucking hash browns. Like,
"How
all
dare
right.
you?" That's funny. Yeah, today I was craving it. Actually, since last night. That's
Yeah.
how much I'm a little like I don't know. I've been eating a lot recently, and I told Ben I was like, "Oh, I'm craving McDonald's
Uh-oh.
breakfast." No,
I'm just kidding.
no, there's no
Having
bun in
cravings.
there. um, it's also pretty scary to think a lot of theaters will be closing also, especially more smaller indie ones.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, that brings me to one of the topics that I wanted to talk about today with you, John, which is the big news that dropped down about HBO, about all of the new releases for next year going
Yeah.
straight to streaming. Also, well, they're going to be released in theaters, but they're also the same day going to be released in the
On
streaming
HBO
platform
Max.
on HBO Max for no extra cost, which I think is really interesting because when Disney was doing that shit, they were charging you $30 extra, you know? Yeah.
And suckers like me paid for it.
But still, I think that's crazy that HBO is like doing it at no additional cost. Like if you already have the subscription, you can watch the movie.
But you can no longer get free trials.
Like at all?
Nope. They're like, you know what? Like a lot of people are gonna just subscribe, get the free trial for like a few weeks and just
Yeah.
watch all the like,
Mhm.
movies, but they don't have any free trials. Unless like you get like because I've been buying some Blu-rays and like I think if they're like from Warner Brothers, they'll offer you like, oh, like for like a 14-day free trial or something. So like if you get it from somewhere, then yeah, but you can't just like sign up like as a new subscriber or something and then get the free trial.
Damn.
So
That's crazy.
they're kind of doing a lot of shady shit, but we have a bunch of directors now coming out like James Gunn, obviously Chris Nolan, kind of throwing some shade their way to Warner Brothers and stuff because they didn't even let like Legendary know until like 30 minutes before they went public with that.
Yeah,
That's sketch.
they didn't let any of the directors like know they weren't involved in any part of the decision making at all, like, you know. And I think I do agree with Christopher Nolan and what he said that he should be able to know what's happening with his work, which yeah,
Yeah,
I totally agree. Like it's his work, so he should know and be aware of it. So
yeah.
um damn, I paid for $30 for Mulan too. A lot of people did, Robert. A lot of people did.
That's why Nolan's pissed. He wants a free trial to watch a Wonder Woman. He's like, God damn it.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Do you think this is obviously, do you think it's a smart move or you're like against it? Are you for it as a consumer? So, first as a consumer and then second as like as someone that you would behind the scenes like that you like movies and you know what goes into it.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna say is like nothing's ever gonna replace the theaters. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Nothing's ever gonna replace that experience. And but there is like I think there was like an idea like before COVID, there was like, oh, like studios might release or like they might like charge like $30 to see it at home, like for a few, like I think for like a month or something, and then they'll like go away or something. So like when they release it, they'll release it in at home too, but in theaters just in
Mhm.
case. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes like there's not like there's some of those movies where you just want to watch by your home,
Yeah.
like by yourself at home and stuff, like you don't feel like it like deserves a theater experience or something, you know. So I feel like some of those movies kind of like okay, cool, because a lot of times you might go to a movie and want to watch it, and then you get like some rude people in there,
Mhm.
like just ruin the experience, or like you just can't make it out to the theater for whatever reason. So it's cool to have options, but
Mhm.
And again, like obviously this year they've just been trying a whole lot of different things with like streaming and stuff like that, like to put out people's work and everything. So I mean, look, I kind of like got scared when I first sent that to you, because like when I first saw it, I was like, damn, like if more studios get behind this, even after COVID, like what if they stick with that? Like what if it's
Yeah.
really like, successful for them and they just like release both simultaneously? Like Jordan said, like we're gonna get like those smaller theaters like closing down. It's just gonna be like the bigger theaters, and even after that, like if they survive, because there's already like AMC barely surviving, and now they have to
Yeah.
close back down over here in Southern California. So it's like what's gonna happen,
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I guess in a different circumstances, like I'd kind of be like, okay, cool, like that would be a cool thing, but not like every movie. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just like some.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's still kind of like I don't know. Just
Or
the way
maybe,
they did it right now, I'm not a fan of it.
yeah. It just seemed a little bit weird. Like I don't know, something about it was really weird because when I saw that I was like, what? Like I don't know. It just feels weird to know that I'm gonna be able to watch like Dune on my TV like right away. I don't know, something about it. Cause it's like also part of the anticipation that goes when you're waiting for a new release that's gonna come out. The
Yeah.
anticipation that's building because you're like, hell yeah, like I'm gonna go to the theater and I'm gonna watch it and this and that opening day. And now it's kind of like, meh, like, all right, well, it's just gonna be there on my TV. It's
Like
barely.
you
It's
make a
almost too
whole night of
easy.
it.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot of people's pastime. I know for me, it definitely was. Like that was like the only time I would actually go out,
Yeah.
to the movies. And I don't know. It does feel. I am a little bit sad, and I am scared that it's gonna affect movie theaters. But I really hope it doesn't.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But I completely agree with you. There are some movies that are meant for the big screen. Like I said, like Dune is one of those that I was actually really excited to watch in theaters.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but hopefully the theaters make it through it.
Yeah. I know.
Uh,
I'm hoping that too. And also like this, like Tyler's saying, people are gonna watch Godzilla versus Kong for the first time on their phone, like or
yeah,
like Dune or something, It's like, yeah, there's those people, but then like people like us in our community like would rather see something like that, or even like a movie like from A24 or something,
mhm,
or not just like a smaller indie movie. I found a lot of times like the way I watched Wildlife was like in a theater by myself, nobody else went, but I still love that experience, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's like even those smaller movies, sometimes you get that like special like experience just watching it in the theaters.
mhm, yeah. I
So
I completely agree with that. I think the experience is something that can't be matched. I don't care what you say. Like, I don't care. You can have a 60-inch TV and, have your snacks. It's not the same. I don't
yeah,
think it's the same.
yeah.
Doing it on a laptop in the park, how it was meant to be seen. And then he also said, this is also all, wait, this is all also a ploy to get people to buy bigger and better TVs. Yeah.
They're in cahoots with Samsung and LG and everything.
Which
This is
I
a
heard there was some
conspiracy.
really good deals for Black Friday. There was some really good deals on TVs, like
Yeah.
for 4K and stuff like that. So
There was like a 55-inch TCL for like 100 and something bucks. 4K.
damn,
That's
for
the one I
real?
think Alex got. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's
Yeah. And
that's
I'm stuck here with my 43-inch.
oh boo hoo hoo.
No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty nuts to hear all this different news.
Check it out. We can segue into this. I wish I would have seen the Sound of Metal in the theater. I really like to experience with that sound design. So, like I said, well, I don't think we were live, but like earlier, when I still have an hour left. But remember, I told you I got that sound that sound bar.
Yeah.
It sounded dope
Yeah,
already. Just
soundbars do make a difference, yeah. Because I had
yeah,
never had a soundbar before before Ben's dad got us one for last Christmas, and now
yeah,
that we have it, we always use it, like, because it really does sound
yeah.
way better. But yeah, I'm happy that he brought up Sound of Metal because we can kind of segue because that was also going to be one of the big topics for today, even though John didn't finish
I still
watching
have an
it.
hour left.
Damn it, John. What else? I don't know how you can do that. Like, how can you leave a movie? I've never been able to do that. I have to just finish watching it. Unless it's something that I'm not really cared about.
I was watching it on my Nintendo Switch, and I was in bed. So
For real?
no, remember how I told you like
know,
I heard it from the soundbar.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what?
Imagine.
I was like, what? Yeah, we wanted to talk about that movie because that was a movie that I had seen like the advertisements, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I had no idea what it was about. I just remember Ben mentioning that, oh yeah, it's about a musician that loses his hearing. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Cool. Like I'm down. But yeah, I saw it on Amazon Prime and I was like, dope, like I have to watch this. So when me and John talked about it yesterday about something that we should watch and discuss today, we decided on that movie, but then John didn't keep up his end of the bargain.
He said, damn it, John, even Jordan's pissed at me.
My frustration is real. You better finish watching it today then.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing I'm going to do after this. Because I can't just I gotta know what's going on next.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so Sound of Metal is directed by Darius Matter. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I want to say it's Mater. I'm not sure.
Marder. I don't know because it's Marder. I don't know.
Oh, it has an R. Oh, okay. I thought it was Mader. Martyr. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know too much about that director. I read that he co-wrote The Place Beyond the Pines.
Oh, really? That sounds interesting.
Which now that I watched the movie makes a lot of sense because you definitely do get a feel. Have you seen that movie, Place Beyond the Pines?
No. But I have it. It's like one of those. No, but I have it. He also directed another movie called Loot. 2008.
I haven't seen that one. But yeah. So this is his more recent one that came out with starring Riz Ahmed.
Yeah, Riz Ahmed from Venom fame, and Olivia Cook as well. Our girl Olivia Cook. I know. Wait, did you like Olivia Cook? I feel like you did, or maybe you didn't.
Well, I didn't really like Thoroughbreds, but out of the two, I probably liked her more than the other one. Anya Taylor Joy. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. But yeah. But yeah, she's cool. I haven't really seen her in much. What else is she in besides?
I have her Letterboxd pulled up instead of IMDb. She's been in Ready Player One, Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl, Thoroughbreds.
Oh yeah.
The Oscar-winning Ouija, Life Itself, The Signal.
Oh, she's in Life Itself. She's the girl. That's right. Okay.
I remember you watched that and you like really enjoyed that.
That movie tore me up. Like I could not even with myself. But yeah, she came out in that. I remember her from that, and I remember her from Ready Player One. And yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
I know Derek Cianfrance was originally going to direct with Fassbender as a drummer. Ugh, I don't know if I would have liked Fassbender.
Fassbender is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Not now watching at least an hour of it. I don't know. I think Riz was perfect.
Yeah, I thought he was good. Yeah, for sure. So yesterday watching it, I always need a little bit of time to let movies sink in so I can process my thoughts behind it. And overall, as soon as it ended, I did enjoy it. Like I did say, like, yeah, I liked it. Yeah. But now that I've had a little time to let it simmer, I really enjoyed it. I can add that.
Yeah.
I really, really hope that you can finish watching it. Overall, what are your thoughts? Are you liking it? Is it what you thought?
No, yeah, I mean, like, real quick, like you, all I knew about this movie was that it was supposed to come out earlier this year. I believe some of our buddies went to like some sort of festival and like saw it, but yeah, it was interesting to see Riz Ahmed because like I've only seen him obviously in like Venom and like Rogue One and stuff like that. So, but I always liked him. Like something about him Like I was like, you know what, I want to see this guy in more stuff. So also he was in Nightcrawler, I think.
I don't recognize him. I even had to look him up too because I was like, I don't recognize this guy. I didn't watch Venom, so that's probably that. I know that's like one of his bigger roles.
The smash hit Venom.
Well, who did he play in that?
He played like the villain, the other Venom symbiote guy. Damn, that's kind of a spoiler for an Oscar-winning film. No, so he was in Nightcrawler, Rogue One, Venom, the sisters, brothers, Jason Bourne. Weathering with You. He probably did a voice with that, but yeah, I was always interesting to see him in more stuff. So I was already cool. Him playing a drummer. I think I just seen like that still of him, and then yeah, like it was getting released on Amazon Prime. And yeah, so far, I mean, I really liked it. I like the concept of it. Like I was just thinking about like, fuck, like what if like we lose our eyesight?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I'm already losing mine, but
Yeah.
like not to do something like you like losing something that's essential for you doing like not only like your livelihood, but what you love.
Yeah.
Like that's, I'm pretty sure there's like movies on that too, but that's just like, it sucks, so you feel that guy's pain like at first. And like I said, I kept comparing it with like losing my eyesight,
Mm-hmm.
and not only just like, because it's your hearing, so you can't hear anything, not only your music and stuff like that, but just like you'll like want to hear the sound of like birds or something, you know what I'm saying? Or like I thought it was really cool how they started off with like showing like his routine a little bit,
Yeah.
like the whole coffee thing, and then they showed almost the exact same thing but with him not hearing it,
Mm-hmm.
so that's pretty cool. So far I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed his performance so far, and also Olivia Cook. It doesn't really look like her like in the beginning, but
yeah, no, it doesn't.
then kind of like just like it's interesting because like just the hair color of like
that's what Ben said. He's like, oh man, he's like they like made her look totally different with those eyebrows. But I mean, they have to make her look edgy, with her with her hair.
She's in a band and
she's
all
in
that
a
stuff.
band, yeah. But I completely agree with you. I was kind of thrown off because I thought this movie was gonna take a different direction.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was gonna be more focused on. Well, crap, I can't really. Never mind, because I was like, then I'm gonna spoil it. But it definitely does take a different direction than I thought it was. Because in my head, I was like, oh, okay, I had a picture of what it was gonna be about. But then now that I've seen it, it's not about that at all. It takes on a different meaning. It's more, for me, it was more of like a spiritual movie, even more than anything.
Yeah.
So
I think I know what you mean. Like so far, like yeah.
Well, it's because I don't want to
the place
spoil
where he's at right now, like the he's tending to like, it's more kind of like a rehab of just like not just like him getting the hearing back or something. It's more of his persona,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like the way he is and stuff, because like everybody's like different, obviously, in there and everything like that. And I thought it was interesting. Like one of the things that he's like, oh, when the person's there, he's, oh, we all have jobs here.
Mm-hmm.
And then his was like, oh, learn how to be deaf. Like I thought that was interesting,
Yeah.
But yeah, so far I really enjoyed. Like that's why like I really really want to like finish it. It's been a while since I've seen one of these movies.
So I think it's a lot deeper than people would expect. It has a lot deeper meaning, and for me, it hits really close to home because, as you know, I'm an interpreter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about too. I was like, let's see if Audrey like what she thinks about like the sign and stuff.
As a sign language interpreter, this movie almost made me cry just because I have a deep connection to the deaf community and to sign language. It's a big part of who I am, even though it's not like my full-time job. Mm-hmm. It's been a part of my life since I was 14 years old. So it was just one of those things that stuck with me. Like it came to me very like natural, like almost how I picked up speaking Spanish. Yeah. That's how I picked up sign language. So for me, it just, it really hit home, and it makes me happy because I think they were really good at portraying how it is, like the deaf community and how, yes, deaf people are people, like they have addictions, like Jordan just said. It's a great film about addiction. So
Yeah.
yeah, it shows that, yeah, deaf people are just like us. Like there's good and there's bad people, there's addicts, there's like every kind of person, even if they're deaf, like they're the same, you know. So I thought that was really cool that it portrayed that side of deaf people. And I also want to mention the other actor, I'm forgetting his last name, Paul Dyer something, the man that plays the
Yeah,
Joe.
Paul Racy or something. Racy, I don't know.
Yeah,
Joe. Yeah.
yeah, Joe, the guy that plays the dude that helps him.
Yeah.
I thought he did an amazing job, and I think further down when you finish the movie and he comes up more again, you'll understand, and I think you would agree that, yeah, he does an amazing job. And I believe, I'm not sure if he's actually deaf. I want to say he is, but I know that he's a coda, which means that his parents are deaf.
Yeah.
So he's definitely someone that is in the deaf community, so he knows, you know. So I
Yeah.
thought that was really good, because I would have been a little upset if they would have gotten people that had nothing to do with the deaf community. Like if they would have put some like big Hollywood star as that role, I would have been pissed off as much as the deaf community would have too. I
I
think
think it helps it too with making the movie feel more like more
authentic.
real. Yeah, more authentic. And I think that was one of your problems with The Shape of Water, right? Like the
Yeah.
signing.
Yeah. I was like, but yeah, no, I didn't like that, because it's like you can tell when someone's a native signer. You can tell. And I've seen a lot of movies that have people in it that are portrayed to be as deaf, and they sign, and they just don't sign accurately, or they just don't sign, you know, you can tell.
Yeah.
And I know that there's a lot of actors out there that are deaf, and I don't see why they wouldn't be able to give that role to them. But it also has to do with a lot of the fact that sometimes directors don't want to have that extra struggle of hiring an interpreter and having them there to, you know, help them out.
Yeah.
So it's pretty involved. But my point is that I'm really happy about that casting, and I want to say that a lot of the people there were deaf also. So I thought that was really good too. So I'm really proud of that.
Yeah.
Um, but I thought they did an amazing job with the sound too. I loved how they show like like it's silent, and then sometimes you hear the sound again. I thought that was really
Yeah.
cool.
Like you can
So
kind of hear it faint too, like how he would hear it. Like I like that too. They played around with the sound.
yeah, and then it sounds like all muffled.
Yeah.
After
After
Possessor. Oh, sorry.
no, yeah. After Possessor, it's my favorite film of the year. Audrey, where do you place this right now? Because I feel like you were a fan of Possessor, but not as much as I was, and
Yeah.
apparently Jordan.
Yeah, no. I didn't Possessor, but I didn't think it was my favorite film of the year.
Yeah.
Well, this one I decided that I was gonna rate it a 4
4.
out of 5. 1 out of 5. Out of 1 out of 5, I was gonna rate it a 4. Um, but yeah, it's definitely a movie that I really enjoyed, and I would watch it again. I think just
Yeah.
just to see what other things I could pick up. But you think you have Ben, and Ben said he liked it, but he didn't like it as much as me, I don't think.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's cool. I like hearing other people's opinions and stuff about it, you know? Cuz
Yeah.
Ben said that he really did like the whole aspect of it being with the deaf community, and he wishes that there'd be more of it, which
Yeah.
I could definitely see. But I mean, I thought what we got was pretty good. So yeah. So I recommend it.
So far, Jordan says he has a great write up on an interview on IndieWire as well.
Is it yeah, the actor for Joe, or who are you referring to?
And also, you know what? We've been trying to like do this for a long time, but I feel like next week, if it all works out, maybe we can have Jordan on here. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe we can have like another movie we can talk about and discuss. Because I know Jordan, we have a lot of similar like interests and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he's watching The Mandalorian too.
Hell yeah.
I think actually, I don't know, but he has a lot of we have a lot of similar interests and stuff like that. That would be pretty cool.
before our holiday special.
Yeah, before our holiday special.
But overall, so yeah, so I guess that we can just say that for you, you have to finish watching it. That's your
Yeah.
homework for today.
But so far, I really like it. I think just like on the performances alone, but there's still a lot of stuff like other things that I like about it. So,
And you still have
yeah,
like the ending, which for me the
yeah.
ending was the most, for me the ending was like the best part in a way. If that
You're
makes sense.
giving me a spoiler. No, just kidding.
No, I just said for me it was the best part. But yeah. But I guess going on to the Mandalorian. Just kidding.
Just straight out like, okay, the
Just
Mandalorian
straight
now.
out. All right, now we're going back to the Mandalorian. Just kidding. But yeah, I really did enjoy it. I actually posted it on my Facebook. I was like, I hope people watch this because it's a very important film to watch, I think, to show people, because a lot of people are completely like, what's the word?
Turned
Like,
off.
not turned off. They just have no idea. You know what I mean? Which it's not your fault. I mean, obviously, I know that a lot of people don't interact with deaf people daily, but it's still good to be aware and know like a little bit. I've always been a strong advocate. I think that they should offer sign language as the language to learn in school. Like, you know how they give you like an elective?
Yeah.
I always thought that sign language should be an option for that. I don't know if it is. I think it might be, huh? I'm not sure since I didn't go to school. But
It might have been.
I do think that some schools offer it, but I think it should definitely be like a strong contender up with like Spanish and stuff like that.
Yeah. Especially too, I've noticed this for a while too, but also like with all the political stuff, like all the election stuff, there's always an interpreter there. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, when stuff like this happens, like when pandemics happen or like something that has to be televised, that's when interpreters kind of gain popularity again because people are like, "Oh, what's that? That looks interesting." And then they like look into it more. And it's funny because I was actually mentioning this to Ben. It's almost like a superpower. Like I feel like people get fascinated by it because
Yeah.
whenever I go to work, I always get someone that's like fascinated by me. They're like, oh, like they just start asking me questions. And my favorite is, I've always wanted to learn sign, but you know, I never did. And they
Yeah.
always tell me that. And I'm like, and I'm just like looking at them like, oh, cool. Yeah, you can totally do that. Go to school, you know?
You still can. I don't know why you.
Yeah, well, like, I'm not going to teach you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But yeah, they always ask me questions. People get very curious. But yeah, it's definitely a very
Audrey, sign for us right now. Say, I don't know, say something about the channel or something. Like,
what do you want me to say?
just say, I don't know, like and subscribe or something. I don't know.
Click like and subscribe. I always think it's funny. Well, how about I teach you how to spell your name?
I know it's like this.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know N is like this, no? Or is that M?
So yeah, you did J.
J.
O.
O.
H.
H.
Yeah. And then N. Well, I go
N.
like this, but you can go N. Yeah, you can go.
What is this then?
Yeah, that's N.
Oh,
but I just go
okay.
N. Yeah, but I go like that. Yeah, but you can do like that because this is M, but some people go M. M. I'm not in frame. M. But yeah, John.
Okay.
Which I like. Did you get the part? Yeah, you did get to that part where they give him his sign name like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. Yeah, it's a pretty evolved language. But let me see. I'm catching up with the comments. I haven't been yet. Waiting for the Mando to finish first so I can binge it. But how do you stay away from spoilers?
I know, that's what I was gonna say. Like every week, like people. That's why I want to watch it like first, because people like when I get to work, there's already people like retweeting like a picture of it or something. I'm like, damn, if I didn't watch this, before work, and it's like 7 a.m. And it's like, Jesus, everybody just wants to be like first and stuff, which I kind of did that one time too. But
Well, it's because people like it comes out technically Friday, like at 1 in the morning. So if you finish watching it, you're already like on Twitter, like at 2, 3 in the morning, writing your ass off, like, oh my god, this was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of the last episode, what'd you think? Did you like lose your shit?
Um. No. Yeah. There was this one time that, like, when I don't know. I don't want to just like jump right through it. And also we have Jordan here. I don't know if he's gonna be okay with spoilers or whatever.
Oh
But
yeah.
I thought this episode was gonna be like another like oh, this is a side mission. Like, we need to get to the other planet or something, but we need to stop for fuel or something. And no, it's like this episode was they still had like a lot of stuff going on. It felt very fast. And I was like, damn, okay, cool. Like, that's the way we're gonna do it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it just starts and like doesn't let up, you know? And it was like 30 minutes, but it felt like longer, you know?
Yeah, it did for sure. But I wish it would have been longer, honestly.
Yeah, me too. But I liked it. I don't think I liked it more than probably last week's episode though. I
Oh
think
wow.
everybody was just like losing their shit because of a certain character, gets his time to shine,
He
which is
who must not be
badass,
named.
which was
Well,
badass, but
I have to ask you, are you particularly like a fan of this character, or you're just kind of like, yeah, he's cool, but you're
um
not like all like, oh my god.
yeah, I always thought he was cool, but like I wasn't like, oh my god, he's like, like a badass or something. Like, he wasn't, one of my favorite characters. Because I feel like he was just there, and I didn't really read a lot of like legend stuff, so I didn't really know like what, he was all about.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Cause
but I thought it was cool like that, like they're gonna bring him back.
yeah, cause I feel the same way. Like even though I've seen all the movies and stuff like that, for some reason he just never stuck with me.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, oh, okay. Like I know who he is, but I never really knew much about him. Like he was just like there, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And but now it's pretty cool to see him in his like element, so to speak.
Yeah. Right next to another
So
Mandalorian. And
yeah.
we learned a lot about that character too, and like kind of like his past too, like
Mm-hmm.
where that armor came from and everything like that. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess we should start like talking about it. I mean, if you haven't seen it, then then tune out. But
Sorry.
it was cool to see Grogu with the little Jedi rock. He was kind of just doing this thing. He's like,
That shit was hilarious. He's
it
just like
was.
chilling, and then like the next minute you just see him and he's like deep in it.
Like,
I'm
don't
like,
bother
what
me.
the heck? That was really cool. I really enjoyed that. And it had a lot of comical elements to it too.
Yeah.
And Mando definitely annoyed me with him trying to get him out of it. He tried like 3 times, and I'm like, dude, get the hint. Like he's in there.
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna wake up. He's not gonna not snap out of it anytime soon. But I thought it was pretty cool. I really liked, like you said, that the pace was really fast. Like boom, boom, boom. Everything was just like happening. Like it was no time to just be like, oh, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Everything was just going down, and I like that. I prefer episodes that are like that.
I mean, especially
Oh no, John, you froze. Ooh.
when we're having technical issues.
Yeah, I can hear you kind of, but you're frozen. Let me see. Can you hear me? Nope. Let me see. Hopefully he comes back. Maybe not. You're like frozen. You sound like a robot. Having issues. Yes, I am. Let me click on this. Maybe, I don't know if you can hear me or not. Maybe you can try leaving. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there
I'm
you go.
back.
Yeah. I was like, maybe you could try leaving.
No, I know. Like at first, like it wasn't like interrupted, and then all of a sudden, like, oh no, John, you froze. I was like, wait, but like I see and hear you perfect, and then it just went to crap.
What the heck? Yeah, and then I was like, what am I gonna do? I always freak out. Oh no, you froze again. Damn it. I
Goes to
wonder
that.
if it's on my end.
Can you see or hear me?
Yeah, you're coming back slowly.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
Am I normal? You're normal.
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. So I don't know where we left off.
What were we saying? Crap. We were talking about Mandalorian, but I don't remember exactly what you were saying.
Oh yeah, I was saying like especially when there's a lot going on too. Like, all right, like when is Boba gonna come back? Like, what's gonna happen with the Dark Troopers? You know, what about fucking Grand Moff Tarkin? You know, like there's a lot going on. Like, or
Yeah.
is that his name? Was that his name, Tarkin?
Which one?
The one they mentioned last.
Oh yeah. No, Thrawn. They mentioned Thrawn.
Thrawn. There you go. Who's
Are you
Grand Moff? I
talking
think that's the guy from the first one.
that?
Thrawn though.
Yeah, you have a bunch of questions for it.
So I feel like it was
You're
like
still a
it
little
went fast, but like it wasn't too fast. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was like, all right, cool. We learned a lot. We got a lot of our answers. I mean, a lot of questions answered, but there's still going to be like, obviously 2 more episodes, and I feel like they're leading to like a whole like little Avengers team up.
Hell yeah, I know. And that's what I was excited for, because I thought that Boba was gonna steal the child. I thought he was gonna be that was gonna take Grogu back to crap, what's his name? I forget his name.
Gideon, no.
Gideon. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Moff Gideon.
I thought he was gonna do that. So then when I saw that he was like gonna help him, or not so much help him, but he's just keeping up his end of the bargain, you know?
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I was like, hell yeah. But I don't know. I mean, he might turn on him. We still don't know. We still don't know what's gonna happen. But overall, I like that happened. The fighting scenes were good too. Oh my god, those were great.
Especially he was using that stick that the Sand People use. And once he got his armor back too, that was the.
What did you think about that when he's like, they just show him and he has his little armor that fits him a little bit snug?
I was like, height. Yeah. It's all right though. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You know,
I feel like he just like bulked up. You know, that's what I was saying.
It makes sense though. Like he's been out there for God knows how long, you know? So
with the Sand People.
Yeah.
His diet, can't be all that great.
Yeah, but I think it makes him look really cool. I even mentioned that to Ben that I really liked it because he had almost like a wrestler feel to him.
Yeah.
I think it's the way he's built, like his body, his like stature. But yeah, I really enjoyed his fighting. That was really good. Like super crazy. Like I was like, damn, this is great.
Yeah, like we saw him finally. See, like, but that makes me wonder, like, why wasn't he like that in the Return of the Jedi? You know, because he got just like beat pretty quickly and kind of like clumsy, you know. But
well, yeah, that's why people are happy.
There's like this theory going on that because you know how when he went up on his on the Slave One.
Oh, you cut off again. We're having issues.
Tell everybody to get off the Wi-Fi.
I don't even think I'm on the Wi-Fi.
But you can hear me?
I can hear you, but you just kind of freeze up every now and then. But go ahead.
Okay. No, but yeah, like when he went up to like get Grogu, he was saying like, oh, this is no spice stream, like they're back, the Empire's back or something. So like I feel like there's like a theory going on that he was kind of like hopped up on some drugs or something.
Yeah, wait, why?
Because like you know how he was around Jabba and stuff like that, kind of like a crime syndicate. So he's like doing jobs like for hire. He's getting a lot of money. He's like around girls and like you know all that stuff, like the crime world. So maybe he was like kind of addicted to that. So that's why he wasn't all full like aware of what was going on, and like that's why he was like able to be beat so bad or something, or like so easily or something. I don't know. There's like that theory.
That's an interesting theory. Yeah, because I mean that's why people are excited, because they're saying that like finally he's getting what he deserves. Like they're like shining him. They're making him shine and just showcasing that he's able and that he's a kick-ass fighter. You know, he's a warrior. So yeah, but that's an interesting theory. I hadn't heard that one. The one that did trip me out that me and Ben were both kind of like confused about was when he said that what you just said, that he's like, oh my god, the Empire's back or whatever. Where I'm like confused because I'm like, well, how did he not know that? Like, didn't they know because Moff Gideon is after the child and there's stormtroopers all around? That's who we were fighting. So I thought that was interesting. I was like, why is he acting like he doesn't know like at all? He was like, oh my god, they're back.
Yeah, I think maybe since like what happened in Return of the Jedi, maybe everybody thought like every like all the Empire was there or something, you know, like, but there was like trickles of it like here and there. But like I feel like now that they saw that, like they have like a big old ship, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. They have like dark troopers and everything. They're like, oh fuck, like they're back already or something, you know,
like in full force.
like they're in full force or something like that, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, because I just thought that was interesting. I was like, why does he sound like he was not expecting that at all, you know?
Or like, because he was stranded. I think he was stranded, but I don't know. He had the slave one.
Yeah.
So it's like, I was like, maybe he was just stranded on like Tatooine all this time. And he didn't have like Twitter or anything. So it's like, he couldn't stay up to date with what's going on. But he had a ship.
Yeah. And speaking about ships, it's so sad. Yeah, that Mando.
The Razor Crest.
Yeah, it went no more. It went bye-bye. That was a tragedy.
I was like, no,
that ship broke my heart.
But now maybe he'll get a better one.
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
It was just fixed too.
Yeah, and that made me sad when he like finds the little ball that Grogu. I was like,
and that's what they did in the beginning. Like they make you feel like he's bonding with him even more, you know. Like, come on, Grogu. You know, he was even like having fun saying his name and stuff.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
He was like, Grogu.
Someone made like a little compilation of every time that happens.
It's so cute.
He does that little noise or whatever.
He goes, He goes like that.
What? Yeah, like he's like, they're saying my name now.
It's like a puppy, yeah. And yeah, so that part was like really devastating, but his spear made of Beskar survived.
I feel like that's how he's gonna throw down with Gideon.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people have been saying.
The dark saber.
Yeah, and that's like the only thing that could go against Saber without getting completely destroyed.
Demolished.
Yeah. So we see after that the dark troopers, right? That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Fly down and then they get they pick him up. They get little Grogu and he's just like.
If he would have stayed like 10 seconds more there with him, he would have been able to like save him. But like right when he leaves, like the whole force field, like
that's what pisses me off. I know that's what pissed me off. And in my head, I'm thinking, why didn't he think that it was better? Like I would have been like, you know what? It's better if I stay close. That way, if someone comes to attack him, I'll be right here. But no, he's like, I'm gonna protect you, and like he goes down there, and I'm like, dude, you're like far away from him, you know?
Yeah.
So he doesn't think that we're in freaking Star Wars and people are gonna come from the sky, not from down, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that part I knew it was gonna happen. Like I was kind of like already half expecting it, but I was still really sad that they like picked him up.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, okay, bye.
I know. And then how later on when we get to the ship, he's just like throwing those stormtroopers around.
Yeah, I thought that was great too, that he's like finally using that he's like figuring out that his powers, you know, how strong he is, and he looks so freaking cute. But you can also tell that it takes a lot out of him. Like those like few things that he did were like, oh, he's like, I need a nap.
Gideon said, he said, oh, you're learning more, but like gets you all so tired. I think Giancarlo Esposito, he plays the villain so great. Like he's the villain in 3 shows.
Yeah, he's just made to be a villain.
Like that's dope. Like
I wonder if he's ever not been the villain in like a movie or something. I've never seen a movie with him that he's not a villain. Or a show for that matter.
Well, I see like or when I see him do the right thing, I think that's like his first thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he's like the villain, like because I remember like a few guys like giving like, you know, causing some trouble, but I think he was like one of the ones that like was arrested at the end or something. I don't know. Spoilers.
Yeah. I still haven't seen that movie.
But other than that, like I've just seen him like obviously in Breaking Bad, and he's in The Boys. Um, yeah.
But yeah, what the heck? Oh my
Okay, it's this
god.
crink crink.
I was like, what? I thought he was talking about my bun.
Yeah, me too.
Anyways,
I blocked that guy.
cool. Because we don't need that here.
Yeah.
But
But anyways,
what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we see him and then they put him in little shackles, which is really,
oh,
really
I know.
sad. They're like little baby shackles.
Yeah,
They're like this
I thought that
big.
was cute, but at the same time, I was like, oh.
Is that gonna block him from using the force? I mean, I'm assuming, you know.
Yeah, that reminded me of because my brother's rewatching the movies right now, and I was downstairs for that scene where they had Obi-Wan, like Count Dooku had Obi-Wan like restraint or something. It
Mhm.
kind of looked like that. Like that way he won't be able to use the force or something, but I don't know.
Yeah. But it makes me sad. I don't know. And then when he says that they have a donor. So I'm assuming their plan is back in action of them creating whatever it is that they're creating because we still don't know for sure.
Yeah, we're assuming it's like the snow clones or whatever, but it could be anything. Like it could be like before they did that or something. But yeah, after that they kind of he went back to what's that girl's name?
Oh, Cara Dune?
Yeah, Cara Dune. There, he went back because he's like, "Hey, I need some help. I need to form the A team right here." You know,
Yeah.
they took Grogu. You know, and at first she was like, "No, I don't do that anymore." And she's like, "They took the kid," and then she's like, "All right,
I
fuck that.
know.
You can't fuck with the kid."
I know. Like her face completely changed. She was like, what? Like, oh no. No, they didn't. Because everyone loves that kid. So
Yeah,
it makes me so sad. But
I
we
was
only have
assuming
oh sorry.
she didn't know. Like she should have been like, "Hey, where's the kid?" Like he's always with them. You know.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. And well, we only have is it one episode or 2 episodes left?
Two episodes left.
Oh, okay. I thought it was one. I was like, what the heck? But yeah, we have 2 episodes left, so who knows? I'm excited.
Yeah, I feel like the next one is gonna be like they get the whole team because then they went back and like she was looking up Bill Burr's character, which I didn't mind. A lot of people didn't like him. I've
Yeah.
grown to like Bill Burr.
Yeah.
His comedy is cool, like it's hit or miss, but I don't know. I like the guy overall. He's pretty cool. And he was in King of Staten Island earlier this year, which I didn't mind him in that either. But yeah, it
I
seems like
didn't
they're
watch
gonna get
that.
all the crew together. I don't think Ahsoka's gonna come back though. I think she's gonna be like doing something else. Maybe she'll
Yeah.
come out, but I think Bo-Katan is definitely because they're after the same guy, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's gonna come back. So I feel like this next episode's gonna like getting
Task Force.
like the task force,
Engage.
the you know the Avengers. So what was it that Western with the Magnificent Seven?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it kind of has going back to like a Western type of thing, you know.
Yeah. Which I
Like
think
in
is
it,
really cool.
yeah, and I think the last one obviously is just gonna be like the whole fucking everything's gonna go down like a whole hour. I hope the next two are like an hour long.
I mean, shit, I hope so too. They better be. But I also wanted to mention that this episode was directed by Robert Rodriguez,
Yes.
who at first I was like, who? Like to be honest, I was like, I don't know. Like I couldn't think of anything that he had done. But then he's the guy obviously that made like Desperado, and I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. He did
Yeah.
the mariachi, and then he did From Dusk Till
Spy Kids,
Dawn.
the Dawn, the Faculty. Don't forget the Faculty. He did
He
Alita, Battle
loves
Angel.
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, who does?
I know.
I
I
mean,
like
still, what
Antonio.
was that movie that he did last year where he like got nominated? Like it
Last
was
year?
about his like yeah, it was about like his life growing up and like how he had like a lover that was a male.
Oh, yeah. The Pedro Almodovar movie?
Yeah, that one was so good. He was so good in that.
Dude, fuck, what was it called? I forgot.
I don't know. Fuck. And it was literally just last year.
I know. Wait, hold on. Let me think. Like, hold on. Let me go into my
Let's see.
Grogu. Crap. I don't know why I keep thinking Amores Perros, but that's an old movie.
No, let me see.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about with Penelope Cruz. Fuck. What was it called? Oh my god, it's gonna bug me.
Why isn't it showing up here? Did I watch it? I don't think. Did I watch it this year?
No, it was last year.
No, but I think I watched it this year to catch up before the Oscars.
Oh, it's
Pain and Glory.
Pain and Glory. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, Jesus. And it's because I kept thinking of a title in Spanish because his movies typically have their titles in
Dolor
Spanish.
y Gloria.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pedro Almodovar. I don't know.
Almodovar. I don't know. I thought it was like that. I really enjoy his movies. I still don't want you to watch that other one.
The Skin I Live In, all about my mother. Volver.
Volver is really good, but no, I'm thinking about the other one. Oh God.
Women on the Verge of a Nervous Breakdown. Talk to Her. Bad Education. Julieta. The Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down. Broken Embraces. Live Flesh.
Broken Embraces.
Penelope Cruz.
Yeah. Well, she's like in all of his movies. That's like his like muse. But yeah, Broken Embraces and Volver are two of my favorites for sure.
Like we were talking like Mandalorian and not just like a different
Why did we start
here.
talking about that? Oh, because of Antonio Banderas.
Robert Rodriguez and Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, they have a love affair because he loves him. But like you said, who doesn't?
He also did Sin City, I believe so. And he's like worked with Quentin too, so
yeah. Him and Quentin make a good team.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. I think this was one of the best directed episodes.
Do you think so? So you think it's on your top?
Yeah, I think so. But I said like in directing. But like I told you, I think I might like last week's episode a bit more. The one with Ahsoka.
Okay. So what would you give it from a 1 to 10? Because I gave it a 9.
Jesus, really? Probably like an 8.5, an 8. It was like I told you, I loved it. The action scenes were great. It doesn't stop from like beginning to end. We get a lot of answers, a lot of more questions. It's kind of just like moving along like that train is like, okay, cool. Like you're in for a ride now, strap in, you know, like. And again, I thought it was really well directed. I thought he did an incredible job. So, yeah, like a solid 8, 8.5.
Ben gave it an 8, but yeah, I gave it a 9.
Yeah,
and then, I really liked it.
Mulan came back. What was her name in the show?
Oh, Fennec?
No.
Mulan.
It might be. I don't. Yeah, she plays Mulan. The voice. She's the voice of Mulan.
I didn't know that.
But she came back, like, because remember the first season, like she dies supposedly, and then like you just see like feet walking up to her. So it's like I don't know if they knew this all along, you know, like
I think
they just been planning, like, and that's what they should have done with the movies. You see how stuff like that pays off?
Yeah, I know. Like they should have learned from that. Yeah, no, it's Fennec, right? The sniper, the girl.
Oh yeah, Fennec. Yeah, she came back. So that was pretty cool.
Because now she's in debt to Boba because he saved her life.
Yeah.
So
like C-3PO in her stomach and stuff.
So that's pretty cool because now it's not just Boba that's gonna help them. It's her too. So like you said, he's gonna have a pretty good kick-ass.
Pretty good team. A sniper, another Mandalorian. It's gonna be like the new Mandalorian thing. Like
Mandalorians are taking over?
Like Bo-Katan, Boba, and then Mando. What's his name? Sorry.
What?
What's his name?
Who?
Din Jar, or what was his name? The Mando character?
Din. I can't say his name either.
I always just call him the Mandalorian or Mando.
Yeah, I call him that too. I don't know why they gave him a name.
Yeah. Like, I'm still going to say Baby Yoda.
Yeah, me too, unfortunately. I mean, I know he has a name, but it's going to be really hard for me to call him Grogu. I'm not going to get used to it. Because he looks like, he's just like Yoda. So, Jesus.
And we didn't know, like, that's the thing. Like, we didn't know a lot about Yoda species or anything like that. So it's like, it's a perfect name, Baby Yoda. Like, I remember watching the first time I watched the first episode. I had no idea. Again, it was like 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I was so hyped. I tuned in. Apparently, too, like the first time it aired, a lot of people were getting it, but then it was like removed, and a lot of people didn't get it like all at the same time or something. But anyways, when that reveal happens, the little Yoda creatures in there, I was just like, no, like just like
You're like, oh my god.
I was just like, wow. I'm just glad that we're talking positively about Star Wars again. I feel like everybody, like whether you like the sequels, you hate the prequels, whatever. I feel like everybody likes this, and we're all agreeing.
Yeah, we're all in agreement.
You know what I'm saying? It's all Star Wars. Like, love it. You know what I'm saying? Just, if you don't like something, don't hate it. Just like
Well, yeah, we can say that about the last movies, but I was gonna say, how I thought it was interesting is why Grogu can't talk yet, because Ben mentioned that, and I was like, you're right. Why doesn't he talk yet? He should be able to at least like say a word here
or
and there.
sign. Imagine his little hands signing.
He only has 3 little fingers. He has
so
he has like these 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, he doesn't talk. It's because he seems like he's a baby, but then
like
we're
50.
like, yeah, but that's like he's like 3 technically.
Yeah.
So maybe later on he will talk. He'll be like Groot. He's exactly like Groot.
So now more and more that this goes on, I feel like because there's another theory too that he's gonna turn into like the Dark Yoda.
Yeah.
Because remember how Ahsoka said, "I can't train him. He's like connected too much like you," and then like how he was treating the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He has no he has like yeah, he could but that's what I told Ben too. My theory, and I hope that I'm wrong, is that he is gonna turn into the dark side and he's gonna be like a Sith and he's gonna go against Mando. But I'm like, I don't want that to be right because then it's the same story. Just with different characters. It's the same exact story.
It's all tragic stuff,
So I really hope that that's not where they go with it. I don't want them to do that because then it would feel really repetitive. But from what I've gathered, and I know that Thrawn wants to find a dark Jedi, I feel like that's where they could lead this.
Yeah.
So, but I would be devastated because I'd be like, no, he's gonna go to the dark side and turn against Mando, and Mando's like his dad, so it's like I said, it's the same shit. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully not, but it just makes me more excited to continue watching the series.
Yeah, me too. And I want like 10 more episodes. Like I don't want it to end.
I know. Unfortunately, it always has to come to an end.
And also, we were seeing some more episodes of Hill House too. I think we just need 3 more.
For the first season or the second?
The first season.
Oh, okay.
The first season. And there was this episode I really liked. It was almost like meant to be shot in like one take.
Uh-huh.
Like you can kind of tell, like a little bit. You can kind of tell, like, oh, maybe they cut there. But I really liked it. I really like the show, Audrey.
Damn, so I need to watch it again.
It reminds me of like it in the sense of like they go back and forth of like the child things that were going on, and like they're grown-ups now and it's coming back to haunt them, and like it's more about those characters than like the horror aspect, which I really like. And there was this one episode with this one character that really made me feel like bad for him. And also the next episode was just, I was depressed the whole way through it.
Yeah, I need to rewatch it or try rewatching it again, so I can say if I don't like it or not for sure.
But there was also another show that premiered that has to do with a person from Texas.
Selena the series. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Have you watched it or nah?
Unfortunately, yes, I watched the whole thing.
Really? Oh shit!
Unfortunately, yes, I did. It's because as much as I hated it, the way it looked and everything, when I hadn't started watching it and I saw the trailer, I was like, I know I'm gonna watch it. Like it's one of those things that I'm like, I know I'm gonna watch it, even if it's crap. I'm still gonna be there watching it.
Yeah.
But are you even like interested in watching it?
I'm interested for sure. my girl was really excited for it, so she like, since we can't like hang out all the time, to watch stuff, she already like started watching it too. She's kind of like in the same boat. She's like, I like it, but then I don't know, like, she's kind of hesitant. She only seen like a little bit so far of it though.
It's because I like the fact that it's more in depth, because it's really, really in depth. Like, you know how the movie, obviously, they can't like put everything of her life into 2 hours. So the
Yeah.
show is giving them the opportunity to expand a lot more. So they're going really in depth of when she was young, and
Yeah.
younger, of like their first music, like when she was like still super young. So I think that's what turns people off a little bit. It's because they're expecting to hear like the hits right away, like the Selena that we all know that came out later.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this movie takes a while to get there. Like it's really like
Oh shit.
slow.
Yeah. And what I heard is like supposedly this is part one, but
Mhm.
is there episodes or is it like a movie, like one whole like thing or?
No, it's episodes, which I thought was weird too, because why would they say part one? But yeah, it's episodes. It's not like a full
Also kind
on.
of like that Sabrina show. I think they did that too. Instead of calling it like season one or something.
Yeah, they say part.
Yeah. That's
For me,
interesting.
the biggest issue is casting.
Okay. Like
Casting and writing.
of Selena or just like the other characters or?
I can get behind the parents. Like I think they do a good job in looking like them,
Yeah.
but that's about it. Selena was probably the biggest miss for me, because I didn't know that that's the same girl that comes out in Twilight. Did you know that? She's the one that plays the friend?
No, but I know that she was also from The Walking Dead. She was
Yeah.
in there for a bit. But yeah, I didn't know she was in Twilight. I think I might remember her now that you say it.
She's the one with the glasses.
Hmm.
The like skinny one. But
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I get it. Like, I totally understand that they're never gonna find someone that looks exactly like her. But
You should
it
just got
just
J-Lo again.
that's what everyone says. But I mean, even J-Lo didn't look like Selena. I think she did a good job at
Yeah.
representing her and like acting like her, but look wise, no. Anyways, yeah, that was the biggest hit for me. I was like, the miss. I was like, oh my god. I was like, I don't like her, and I don't really like the acting. I don't think the
Mhm.
acting's great, and I don't think the writing is great. So I don't know if it's the actor's fault or the writer's fault. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because the writing doesn't seem great. I've noticed that there's a lot of like repetitiveness. Like they say the same thing over and over again. Like almost like they ran out of things to say.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Overall, for the whole thing, I I didn't really like it. But like I said, I'm gonna watch the second part because I have to know how it ends, even though I already know how it ends. But
Yeah.
I'm really curious. But overall, I wasn't a huge fan.
Yeah. Okay.
You're
Yeah, I
like
still want to
you're
watch
you're, you're like I'm still gonna watch it though.
it.
Well,
No,
yeah,
I'm
go
just
ahead and watch
interested.
it.
Like I still want to watch that, but again, I still have to watch like Queen's Gambit, finish Hill House, and all that stuff. So I probably won't get to it like anytime soon. But I just want to hear your thoughts. I was actually wondering like if you watched it or not. Um, but other than that, I rewatched Dumb and Dumber the other day with my brother. That's always fun. That's always a blast,
The
to watch.
original?
Yeah, the original. And I talked about the second one that I picked it up, and now I want to watch that one because I only
Wow.
watched it once in theaters. I remember obviously being like it had its moments and it was cool to see them back together, but obviously nowhere near as good as the first one. So I want to watch the second one. But
I
other than
think
that, I hadn't really been watching other
anything
stuff.
else?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna start our Harry Potter marathon soon ish.
Yeah.
Because we've been wanting to watch those. Also, I have been watching The Crown, but
Mm.
I skipped all the seasons. Like I skipped 1, 2, and 3 just to jump to the fourth one because that's the one that I really, really want to watch because that's the one that talks about Princess Diana.
Yeah.
So I just like skipped through everything. I was like, "Fuck this," because me and my other like friend, him and his partner have been watching it, and they tell me like stuff about it, and they're like, "Yeah, you should watch it." I was like, all right, cool. And I started watching the first season, but I was like, if I'm going to be honest, I really don't care about this. As
It's
bad
the
as that
same girl
sounds.
from the favorite, the favorite.
Olivia Munn. I mean,
No, Cook.
Olivia.
No,
No, it's not.
Olivia
Crap.
Wilde. No, it's Olivia
No.
something, right?
Oh my god, I'm forgetting her name, dude. We suck at names for sure. For serious. For serious. I promise. I feel
The
high.
Ava. It. Let me see. Let me see. Olivia Colman.
Coleman. Fuck, dude.
Olivia. We
She's
said
like a
Olivia Cook,
legend.
Olivia Munn, Olivia Wilde. We named all the Olivias.
Yes, Olivia Coleman. I always forget her name. My bad. Yeah, she comes out. Helena Bonham Carter comes out.
Oh, you
Um,
love
hmm?
love her.
I do love her. Yeah, and she does a really good job. I mean, she always is. I think she's like. I think it's so weird that she's never won an Oscar, but then again, she hasn't really been in anything that would be that has been like Oscar buzz. Not that I can think of. But anyways, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah,
But she's really
she's
good.
great. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, overall, it's a pretty good show. I really enjoy it. It's
I
really
feel like I
sad.
remember Princess Diana. Like I remember seeing her on TV. Was that in our lifetime?
Well, she died like in 90. Maybe I think the year we were born. I don't
Like
want to.
when did Princess Diana die?
Here's what I found on reference.com. Princess Diana died on August 31st, 1997, from injuries sustained in a car accident. A car in which she was a passenger crashed in a tunnel in Paris, France, killing the driver and another passenger immediately. Diana survived only a few hours.
Alexa, stop.
She was gonna give you the whole
I
autobiography.
know, like the whole thing, like the whole show. No, but see, so I kind of remember seeing her on TV and stuff, and I
Yeah, me
remember
too.
that like, it was kind of a big deal. Like,
Yeah,
that she
because
died.
she was always mentioned. Because I remember my mom would always talk about her. Like if she came out on TV, my mom would always like watch whatever it was that they were showing or whatever on the news. So yeah, I remember her. I don't really remember anything else. Like obviously, I don't know a lot about it, so that's why I like watching the show because I'm like, oh shit, like she went through a lot, and it's really tragic.
Yeah,
Her whole story is really
that's why I
sad.
went like this because like there's a conspiracy right there that her own family killed her and stuff. That she was
Yeah.
like gonna reveal some shit. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies involving the royal family, but yeah, it's really interesting. I think if you like or if you have any sort of interest in it, you would like it. But if you don't really like, you know, history and stuff like that, then you probably wouldn't really care for it.
yeah, like I only got interested in it because I know it was like really hyped and it was really good, and a lot of people were talking about it. And also now, like this season, like they made a big deal that like Princess Diana got cast and stuff like that. So,
And the girl that
I
they
don't know.
got does a really good job, like a really good job. Like I was like, wow, she does good. She does
Yeah.
a really good job. I really liked her.
Okay.
All right, guys, you've heard
Okay.
it here first.
No, but lastly, I kind of want to talk to you about. There's a little bit of news that came out today about Alfred Molina coming back as Doc Ock for Spider-Man 3. I don't know if you heard that, seen that.
Mhm.
What do you think? It's confirmed now. So it's him and Jamie Foxx.
That's dope. I mean, I thought he did a great job. I love him as an actor, so I could not be more ecstatic about that. But
Yeah.
what do you think? Were you excited or you're kind
Oh
of
well, I think it was a week ago or two that like it was rumored, and then
Mhm.
I remember I was like, oh, like I put that scene up from Avengers Endgame where Hawkeye was like, oh, don't give me hope,
I know.
because I love Spider-Man 2. I love Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. So I like I told you, I think we're in the same agreement. Like we would want Spider-Man 3 to be like just Tom doing his thing.
Mhm.
But if they're gonna go nuts, fuck it, go all the way, do everything. Bring everybody back. Fuck it, So
Like just do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
do everything. Go balls to wall crazy, whatever. Like if you're gonna do that, like Spider-Verse or whatever, cool. Like let's do it. So I'm glad that they got him back and that he's down, and also Jamie Foxx. So looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm
going to be very
excited.
interesting see how the dynamic changes, because of
Yeah,
the new Spider-Man. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting for sure. But I am excited. I think
yeah,
it'll take it's like a blast from the past of my childhood. It's weird.
yeah. Exactly. That's why it's like
You're like,
I'm so scared for it though, because it's like, what if they just come out like in little bits, you know?
that's the thing though. Like, what counts as them actually having a role in it? Like, is it just gonna be like a room, like not a rumor, but like they're just gonna pop in all of a sudden and then bam, they're gone, or are they gonna play a bigger role? You know?
Yeah, like I don't want him to be like, oh shit, there's all these dimension things going on, and it's like, okay, now we're in this dimension, and it's like the Spider-Man from Sam Raimi, you know? Now we're
Yeah,
in the other dimension, like, you know,
that
I
would be
would like it
weird.
to be like a nice story, like where they all need to work together or something, and I don't know though, I don't know, So I'm nervous, I'm excited. Supposedly it's gonna come out next year in December, so they need to start. I think they already started shooting actually.
Wow. Yeah.
So
Well, we'll see. I'm excited though for the new releases coming out.
yeah,
Let me know of other new releases that you watch so I can check them
for
out.
sure.
Because sometimes
Yeah,
I
you too.
forget and I don't keep track. I don't even find out until I'm actually like on the streaming service and I'm like, oh shit, that came out.
Yeah. Well, that
So
was like me with Sound of Metal, because I remember it was going to come out on Amazon, but I was like, oh shit, it's already available, and also Mank. I didn't know it was already available,
yeah,
so I
that
might
comes
try to watch
through.
that and finish up Sound of Metal for sure. And
I'm
Uncle
scared to watch
Frank.
Mank. Yeah, I really want you to watch Uncle Frank.
I know. I think because I love David so much, and also Gary Oldman, but like a lot of people, yeah, they've just been saying a lot of mixed things. But I want to just kind of get it over with, you know, like
I'm just
okay, let me
scared
make
because
up my mind.
it seemed they people's okay, well, without saying much, but the thing that I've been hearing the most is that people say that it just doesn't really like you'll be completely lost. Like if you know nothing about nothing in regards to Hollywood, you'll just be like, "What? Like who are you talking about? Like who are these things? Who are these people?"
Yeah,
So I'm like, "What?" Like like if I'm lost, I'm going to be like, "Damn, I don't know shit." You
yeah,
know? And especially cuz it's like about Citizen Kane, right? It's about
yeah. I think like the writer or something.
yeah, and, I think it's funny because I always remember that you said that you fell asleep. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Damn, dog."
There was this thing, you know how there's like, oh, perfect shots, one perfect shot or something. There was a Twitter account that just tweets out like perfect shots or whatever. So I put like me, Alexa, play sleepy music, and then put Alexa, and then there was that retweet of like Citizen Kane.
Oh, damn.
I gotta give it another shot though. Like sit down, like drink some coffee or something, do a line or whatever the fuck I need to do to stay up and like give it a shot, because it's like one of the supposedly the greatest movie of all time or whatever. I don't know. So.
But did you get, like, kind of, like, an idea towards not an idea, but, like, no, I know that I fell asleep the first time, so I don't think I wanna watch it again. Because that's kinda how I
No,
feel with the Haunting of Hill House. I'm like, "Ugh, I don't want to."
no, I feel like I just probably like I wanted to see it, I wanted to knock it out, and like in that moment, I put it in and whatever, and I wanted to do it, but then it just like went away.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe like it's that one of those times like you're in the mood, you're going for it, and then it just, you know,
They're like, "Nope, didn't
yeah, like
stay."
never mind, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I get that.
So
Well, it was a good
yeah,
one today.
yeah, and hopefully I'm gonna talk to Jordan. That would be pretty cool. And I'll keep you updated too if we like probably knock out a movie and then just discuss it here, because I know that he's been wanting to come on. I've been wanting him to come on too, so that'd be pretty cool. Next week we can do that before the Christmas special, where we're gonna rank all the Christmas movies.
All the Christmas movies in the history of Hollywood. Just kidding.
Audrey's favorite ranking.
Oh my god, I can't stand it. But yes, I'm gonna do it.
I'll
But yeah,
probably, you know what we should do actually though? We probably shouldn't rank them, but we should just talk and go over like our favorites of the year.
of the
But maybe
year.
that should be, yeah, that should be the one after Christmas special.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, well, that has nothing to do with Christmas.
Yeah, because that one's like maybe the 21st, and then there's also that last week of like the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
So we could probably do that time. So there's a lot of stuff coming up in the Real Talk
Yeah.
channel. Stay tuned,
Yeah.
everybody.
Stay tuned.
But yeah, Audrey, this was a pretty cool one. We had a lot of conversation in the chat. We talked about a lot. I feel, even though I didn't watch the whole movie, I'm gonna literally finish it right now. I promise you. It's the
Good.
first thing I'm gonna do.
And then you have to send me a 300-word essay of what you thought.
Fuck. I'll send you a 5-word review.
Text.
I liked it.
text.
Or something.
You're just like, that's it. I liked it. Or at least send me your score.
Yeah.
Oh, you can send me these little thumbs up for your score. So like 2 thumbs is a 2 out of 5, or a 5 thumbs is 5 out of 5.
I'll send you my screenshot of what I rated on Letterboxd. How about that?
Okay, sounds fair enough.
All right. Well, yeah. Just stay safe, guys. You know, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. I just literally right before we went live, like when we started talking, I got an Amber Alert type of thing saying, "Hey, like, new stay-at-home order in California. It's spreading rapidly. Don't go out unless it's essential." You know, and I'm like, well, that'd be good, but we need to work.
Yeah.
The Congress and all that stuff, the Senate, they can't agree on a stimulus check. So it's like, we're not getting help from the government. We need to do it ourselves. So it's like, I mean, I will stay home, but
Yeah, you're not
people need
paying
their
me.
packages. People need their Best Buy packages.
You're not paying me to stay home. So yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, that's a whole nother topic. What I'm trying to say is stay safe out there, guys. You know, sanitize, wash your hands, do all that stuff. Wear a mask, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff streaming out there right now. So let us know what you've been watching, what you're excited for. And yeah, tune in next week for another edition of the Real Talk podcast with me and Audrey.
Yeah. See you later, guys.